From suicide forests to deadly caves, the homes of famous vamps to off-the-beaten-track groves of malformed trees within the depths of Slavic Europe, this list of the world's most mysterious places to go to is certain to possess something to pique the interest. Some places became famous for being shrouded in mystery. While the origin of a variety of those sites remains unknown, others are known for inexplicable events that are yet to be understood or solved. Some are just awesome places to visit, while everything here promises mystery by the bucket load. Hello viewers, welcome to Info Center. In this video we watch 15 mysterious places in the world. So let's start our video. Number 15. Uluru, Australia. Uluru is the mighty pillar within the center of the Australian outback. It shoulders its way high above the flatlands that encompass it, a gargantuan block of sandstone rock that appears a bit like the carapace of a petrified animal. A truly breathtaking place to behold, it attracts everyone from hikers to history buffs, who come mainly for the prehistoric petroglyphs that mark the caves nearby. However, Ayers Rock, as the site is additionally called, also figures as attention for the old traditions of the Australian Aborigines. They believe it's one of the last remaining homes of the creator beings who forged the planet. Number 14. Stonehenge, England. Set deep within the center of the verdant lowlands of south-central England, where Salisbury Plain emerges in peaks and troughs of heath from the oak forests, Stonehenge has long oozed mystery and magic. Created an estimated 5,000 years ago, this circular conglomeration of giant megalith stones is assumed to possess been made with unique bluestone material that might only are quarried from the Preseli Hills in Pembrokeshire, some 200 miles away in Wales. Mystery surrounds both how the Neolithic people managed to maneuver such huge rocks all that way, and on the aim of the building. Number 13. Easter Island, Polynesia. It was just at the turn of the first millennium AD that the Rapa Nui peoples of eastern Polynesia landed and commenced surveying the wind-blasted shores of Easter Island. Of course, it wasn't called Easter Island then, the name could also be a later European addition courtesy of the Dutchman Jacob Roggeveen, who happened upon the land in 1722. What he discovered would have surely wowed him: countless carved effigies of colossal heads, chiseled and chipped from the black rock boulders of the land. There are over quite 880 of the so-called Moai heads here, which are each thought to represent the last word member of one of the tribal family clans. Number 12. Area 51, USA. A magnet for conspiracy theorists like no other place on this list, Area 51 has inspired UFO hunters and extraterrestrial buffs for years. It even featured in Roland Emmerich's alien-rich masterpiece Independence Day back in 1996. Located smack bang amid the Nevadan desert, the situation has been kept top secret by the United States government since it began developing reconnaissance and spy planes back within the 50s. Number 11. Highgate Cemetery, England. If you decide on to navigate the crawling vines and ivy shoots, the looming oak trees and thus the lichen-spotted tombstones of London's Highgate Cemetery, then beware, this is often considered by many to be the sole most haunted place within the United Kingdom, Tower of London omitted. The setting is certainly enough to curdle the blood, with age-old angelic figures hiding amidst the shadow growth, gargoyles laughing from the crevices, and endless rows of tombs running into the space. Some ghost watchers say they've seen apparitions flitting between the Gothic carvings. Number 10. The Nazca Lines, Peru. Scarring their way across the dusty desert landscapes of southern Peru, the Nazca Lines are amongst the foremost mysterious and awesome prehistoric remains altogether of South America. And while they typically take a backseat to the country's other major tourist draws, Machu Picchu, the Sacred Valley, Cuzco, their doing attract their justifiable share of tourists. Number 9. Richat Structure, Mauritania. Seemingly swirling and spinning and twisting kind of a cyclone through the center of the mighty Sahara, the Great Richat Structure within the depths of Mauritania are some things truly mysterious. Scientists have puzzled for years on how the proper circular set of concentric rings got there. Some think it had been an asteroid impact in centuries gone. Number 8. Eternal Flame Falls, USA. Delve into the winding walking trails that crisscross the Chestnut Ridge Park and determine the hidden wonder of Shale Creek. Called, appropriately, Eternal Flame Falls, this curious phenomenon could also be a true mystery to behold. It manages to fuse two of the Earth's most elemental forces in one single spot. You'll first see the gorgeous falls themselves, cascading down over layers of chiseled granite rock. Then comes the flame, which can be seen flickering behind the cataracts. It never goes out, and scientists say the conflagration is formed by the presence of gas seeping from the subterrane. Number 7. The Tower of London, England. The beheading of kings, the incarceration of state enemies, the plotting of political machinations from the Tudors to the Elizabethans, all manner of dark and shady deeds has gone down between the crenellations of London's old fortress on the north bank. Stories of hauntings and mysterious happenings began with the sighting of Thomas Becket, a martyred saint, who is claimed to possess stymied construction of the palace's extension from the grave. Number 6. The Skirrid Mountain Inn, Wales. Set between the rising fells and lichen-spotted stone villages on the eastern fringe of the gorgeous Brecon Beacons Park, Wales's lesser-known, southern mountain range, the Skirrid Mountain Inn oozes with tales and stories of the Gaelic nation's past. Some say it had been the gathering point of rebel fighters under the banner of Owain Glyndŵr, the hero of Welsh resistance against Henry IV. Others claim that it had been once a courthouse where criminals weren't only condemned to death but also hung, all under the command of the infamous so-called hanging judge, George Jeffreys. There's even a swinging noose still dangling from the rafters inside, and oodles of ghost stories to concentrate to over your call. Number 5. Bhangarh Fort, India. Enfolded by the rises of the Aravalli Hills and baked by the Rajasthani sun, the old bulwarks of the Bhangarh Fort are said to echo with the ethereal presence of one cursed princess and her would-be captor, the wizard Sinha. It's said that Sinha tried to ensnare the young royal by offering her a love potion. The plan backfired, the wizard ended up dead, but not before he could lay his hex on all the inhabitants of Bhangarh. No one is allowed to enter after dark, and locals have even reported deaths as a result of the continued curse. Number 4. Crooked Forest, Poland. Just south of the unpronounceable city of Szczecin on Poland's extreme eastern haunch, a stone's throw west of the border with Germany, a touch clutch of just over 400 pine trees has been garnering the attention of Atlas Obscura types and off-the-beaten-track travelers for years. The entire forest appears to be bent over almost 90 degrees at the trunk, before twisting back straight again and growing vertically into the Slavic sky. Number 3. Transylvania, Romania. Sylvan hills and mist-topped mountains, the clanging echo of church bells, and thus the stone-built medieval steeples of towns like Sibiu, Brasov, and Cluj, all increase the eerie atmosphere of this vast region at the very heart of Romania. But it's one place that brings the chills and gets the spine a-tingling: Bran Castle. This turret-topped citadel soars from the forests on the sting of Wallachia during a medley of Gothic towers and gargoyle-peppered roofs. Over the years it's been associated with some less than savory, uber-mysterious figures: Vlad the Impaler, the foremost bloodthirsty of the Wallachian kings, and, actually, Count Dracula, the archetype of the nail-biting Nosferatu. Number 2. The Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. With overtures of the Timberline Lodge of Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick's The Shining fame, the Banff Springs Hotel of Canada is claimed to be the house of a plethora of ghost stories and mysterious happenings. Locals tell tales of an entire family that was murdered in cold blood in room 873. Others mention reappearing doormen who vanish into nothingness. Number 1. The Bermuda Triangle, Atlantic. Tales of lost mariners and disappeared ships, crashed aircraft, and even vanishing humans, are emerging from the waters of the Bermuda Triangle for several years. The vast area of quite 500,000 square miles is additionally mentioned because the Devil's Triangle, and theories on why numerous travelers fall foul of its clutches abound. Some say there are magnetic anomalies that throw compasses astray, others that tropical cyclones are responsible, and a few of say there's simply no mystery at all. Thank you, viewers, for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon, so that you never miss the video. Have a good day.